So, I was bored one day, and I had a burning question. This question was, how easy is it to get a double chest full of lime glazed terracotta? Was that kind of a random question? Yes. But I am unemployed, and I have nothing better to do, so I decided to answer this question myself. Oh, we spawned right next to an ocean. Yeah, we need to get sea pickles first, so look, let's make a boat. The journey for sea pickles began. I started looting, gearing up, and getting ready to kill any mobs that decided they wanted me dead, until finally, after half an hour of traveling, I finally found something. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to find coral reef, which are pretty rare. Oh, as I was saying, okay. Oh. And I think that's a sack. Oh yeah, we're so freaking rich. Alright. Well, oh, I'm so rich. I got all of the sea pickles I need. Nice. Now, what we need is terracotta. But first things first, get a tree. Freaking tree, bruh. Perfect. See if I can make it. Nope. Okay, let's go back. Let's make a chest. We can move like right about here. Okay, let's put all our crap in here. And our most prized possession. Sea pickles. Let's get some dirt for that tree. Here. Nice. So the next thing we need is terracotta. There's a few ways to get it. Okay, we can get it through clay, which we can find in the ocean, but not gonna get us 54 stacks, I don't think. We could find a Badlands. Shortly after, I was ruthlessly attacked by monsters and barely escaped by jumping into the sea. Through this, however, I was met with a discovery. That's good to know. I can go there. That'll get me a lot of clay. So, I went back to my base to get some food before heading out. Okay, we're on. Alright, we're here. When I got there, I decided to check it out before I began my descent down to the lush caves. Yes, perfect. Okay. Wow. Oh, that's kind of cool looking. Whoa. I began to check out my cave to see what it had to offer. I was pretty hungry, so I made sure to take some glowberries. I tried to find some axolotls, but I couldn't for some reason. I don't really know why, but I just decided to actually start mining the clay. After both of my shovels broke, I decided to go back up to make some chests to put my clay, and also to make some shovels. Okay, so we just need a full double chest. And with my new shovel, guess what I did? That's right, I went back down to mine some more clay. After I got about 12.5 sacks, I decided to go back up to put away my clay. Alright, so when I was down there, I didn't really count the amount of clay I had, but yeah, I got 17 sacks, which is pretty good, but I still had a while to go. And I was pretty hungry, so I decided to go over to the pillager outpost to go get some food. Alright, you gotta be kind of careful because I'm pretty low and I have no food. But I'm gonna get that bread over there. Alright, got away. Alright, let's get the rest of that wheat. And like that, I was off to the pillager outpost to collect the rest of the wheat and loot the top of the tower. Oh, jeez. I gotta run. I was quickly overrun by pillagers and decided to figure out a safer way to leave this thing. Of course though, I still had to fight a few of the pillagers, but it was much more doable and eventually I got the wheat. I got into the tower as well before I quickly blocked off the entrance and I was safe to loot it. I'll run through the river and I'll be good. Oh, they missed. They missed. Never mind. Let's go back down. Ah, it's dark down here. And what I did next might shock you, but I collected more clay. That was until... Alright, I was pretty quiet here, so I'll just tell you what I plan to do. Basically, I wanted to get more diamonds so we can get another shovel. Hey, I see some over there. And just like that, we were back into the lush cave. Oh, perfect. Okay, we made it out. And what I needed next was some iron, because my tools are getting pretty low in durability, and also, I didn't even have a helmet. After I collected all the iron I needed, I decided to head back up. Oh, we got more than halfway down. That's good. What I needed to do next was smelt my iron, but I couldn't really make a furnace because my pickaxe broke. I was trying to get some cobblestone, but it just broke. So I decided to go to the other island. Oh, iron. No, there's just a house. I can kill that easy. I didn't have any coal to smelt the iron, so I had to smelt it with wood, and then I got charcoal to cook the rest of it. I also had to get diamond shovels because I didn't have any shovels, so yeah. Let's make a helmet. Then I can just hold on to the rest of that. Alright, let's go. Alright, we're back. What I decided to do next was make a little marker thing, because I keep getting lost on my way here and it like gets annoying. But what I also had to do was make a food farm, because I keep getting hungry and it's annoying looking for food. So yeah, I had to grab some dirt to plant my carrots, and the plan was to turn those carrots into golden carrots after they were done growing, and then yeah, I was gonna go back to the caves to mine some clay. An axolotl? But there's so many of them. Alright, the axolotls were cute and all, but I still had to lock in and collect more clay. About 19.5 stacks, which is pretty good. I don't know if that'll be enough, but we'll see. Okay, let's see. Yeah, no, we need more stacks. About 5 more. And with me only needing 5 more stacks of clay, I just needed a little bit more time to mine. Alright, so we have 54 stacks of clay, but I need to smelt all this now. So with all my clay collected, I needed to figure out a way to smelt it all, and I decided the way I was gonna do it was I was gonna make 27 furnaces, then make 27 buckets. But I didn't have any iron or 27 furnaces, so yeah, I had to collect that, and yeah. And with the recently collected cobblestone, it was now time to craft all the furnaces. And with all my furnaces placed down, I just needed a source of fuel. I planned on either coal or lava, but since I was going to need a lot more coal than lava, I decided on lava. Okay, let's just put all the clay in here. Now, in order to get enough lava to smelt all the clay, I needed to get 27 buckets worth of iron. Let's go mining for iron. Now that I had all my iron, I just had to smelt it in order to turn all of it into 27 buckets. And with me waiting for all my iron to smelt, I decided now would be a perfect opportunity to go back to the other island to get the rest of the sea pickles. Got the goods. And when I got back to my main island, I decided to check the furnaces to see how much longer the iron needed, and I also had to smelt the sea pickles to turn it into lime dye. Alright, I kind of forgot to show the part where I made my buckets, but yeah, as you can see here, obviously I did, and phantoms were attacking me, so I decided to collect lava. Now, with me having 27 buckets of lava, I decided it was time to smelt the first batch of clay. As you can see here, I had about 8 stacks of lime terracotta, but obviously one stack wasn't going to be enough, so yeah, while I waited for the clay to smelt, I went into the ocean to mine some sea pickles. Now that I collected all the sea pickles that were near my island, I tried to bone meal them, but as you can see here, it didn't really work. I didn't really know why, but I think it's because like you need coral for it, but whatever the reason was, it didn't really work. Oh, also, now that I learned I couldn't bone meal sea pickles, I decided to be effective with my time to just go down to the caves to collect some more lava. Now that I had all my lava, I just decided to store it away for now until I actually needed it. And then I checked on my terracotta. And let's collect the rest of this. Okay, so that's about half of the clay smelted. I need a lot of sea pickles though. Alright, so basically over here I was like calculating how much freaking lime dye I needed, and I concluded that I needed like 6 more stacks. Alright, let's go to our other island. Alright, so basically what I was doing here was, yeah, like I said, I needed 6 more stacks of lime dye, so I went back to my other island to get the rest of the sea pickles. Okay, so, got our 6 stacks of sea pickles, we're ready to go. So, when I got back, I put away my sea pickles, and I think what I did next was collect more lava, because I always need more of that. Oh, there's more diamonds. I don't need them though. We're ready to go back up. And when I got back up, there wasn't really much else I had to do, so I just collected all the remaining terracotta and put it into my chest. Just get our pickles ready. So what I did here was I turned all my sea pickles into lime dye, because that's what I had to do next in order to turn the terracotta into lime glazed terracotta. Alright, well, got all our terracotta smelted. So yeah, now we gotta smooth that again. Oh, and it looks like our stuff is done. Looks like we got all our 54 stacks of lime glazed terracotta. As you can see here, all of my lime glazed terracotta was collected, but I have no idea what I'm gonna do with all of this. I guess enjoy my house, and I hope to see you again.